Welcome to Rec Football Action on Channel 15 Sports, Munger Vision. We've got a rematch today. We've got the Brandon Rec squad in the dark blue uniforms taking on the Rutland Pride. They have the gold team today, and you got to see the Brandon squad last week up at Otter Valley High School. Got the complete roster today, and I can't thank the parents enough. They got together and got me a roster, names, numbers, first names, last names, and the jersey numbers, so I'll be able to read through that for you. And again, in case you can't figure it out, the gold team from Rutland Rec Pride right there out on the field with those bright yellow jerseys on. There's Brandon across the field with the dark blue uniforms on a just picturesque day. Probably temperatures around 68, 69 degrees. Field's a little soft right now. We had some heavy rains last night. And again, in rec football, you don't have kickoffs, you don't have punts, you don't have extra point kicks. And you do play 4 quarters. I believe they told me it was 8-minute quarters. And there is no overtime if there is a tie. As we get set and get lined up out there, I'll tell you quickly for Brandon, you have number 2, Aaron Kane. Alec Case is 3. Number 4, Nate Fitzgerald. 31 is Gabe LeBerge. Number 11 is Justin Owen. Seth Ryder, 12. Ryan Smith. It wears number 16, Brett Patterson, 17. Derek Bagley, 19. 24 is Lance Shue. 25 is Jacob Pillen. Number 26 is Zach Audette. Jesse Shue is number 28. 9 is Rob Field. Rob Field. Number 51, Brooke Cole. Number 55, Cody Randall. Kiki Fries, number 56, 57, Brad Grace. Bruce Poirier, 65, James Greeno, 67, Nate Mann, 68, 70, Brady Cook. Dylan Bowen, 71, Zach Field is 78. And I shall read these rosters throughout the ball game. This is the first offensive possession of the contest. Brandon with the ball, and they'll get set. Again, there's just a slight breeze blowing. Right now it's coming from across the field into the camera, so I'd be going from the south to the north. And I don't think it will affect play as far as passing goes. And you can see Brandon with that I formation. Now, they ran the ball relatively effective last week up in Otter Valley as the quarterback, Justin Owen, gets under center. And see him look over the offense and defense. He'll roll, a little swing pass, a little screen pass caught. They'll turn the corner. Nate Fitzgerald will break one tackle, spin free, cut inside, and fight his way forward for about 4 more yards. So they open up with a screen pass to Nate Fitzgerald from Owen, and it picked up positive yardage, and they'll make it 2nd down for Brandon. Again, last week it was Brandon Rec against the Rutland Rec Pride's red team. This is Rutland Rec Pride gold team, coached by Jimmy Shortle. And again, I'll do their roster too as we go along throughout the contest. 2nd and 5, they picked up 5 yards on that first down play, and anytime you can pick up anything over 3.5, 4 yards on first down, you've done a good job. And we'll see what they'll come out with here for the second play. Good crowd on hand. Always good support for these rec football programs. The coaching staffs on both sides do a nice job of getting things all set. And Justin Owen, with a single setback behind him, he'll turn and he'll give the ball, and they're going to take it wide. And he's going to go almost like a counter play, taking it wide. Going to be brought down. No, going to break a tackle, come forward, and will be stopped at right the first down marker. And it's pushed beyond it. You should have a first down on the play. As Lance Shue able to run. They brought everybody to the near side, then they countered back to the backside, and the defensive cornerback stayed there. He just couldn't bring him down, and Lance Shue with the first down of the ball game on that particular play. And again, nice opening drive. They've had mixed it up. They've had the screen pass and then that counter play, and done a good job. Preston Hubbard wears number 1 for Rutland. Number 2 out there is Tyler Guth. Daniel Schollenbachler is number 3. Eli Rogers, whereas number 5, Luke Mullen is number 4. And you can look right down the line of scrimmage. Again, the best seat in the house is PEGTV Channel 15, Munger Vision Sports. And again, they're going to get hit in the backfield, but yardage after contact, and he will come forward and pick up. You know, when he gets said and done and the dust settles, Jesse Shue's going to have just about 4 yards on that play. And you can see how they hit him high, and he was able to take the contact and still go forward. They'll put up a 2nd, and I'm going to change it to 2nd and 7 on that play. Nick Leonard wears 7. TJ Kinney's 8. Cody McCormick is 10. Number 11 is Patrick Fenning. Patrick Sadie is 12. This is the Rutland Pride squad. Taylor Davin is number 14. And then again, we'll look right down the line of scrimmage. You'll get helmet to helmet, and this is real-time football. The only difference is there's just no kicking, no punting, or point after attempts. Other than that, it's pad on pad, and it's good hits. And this is going to be Shue bringing it wide, and oh, he's going to be brought down. That was number 16, Holscher, Hayden Holscher. Read the play, reacted to the play, got up and made a good hit, good contact on the play, and brought him down for probably a half-a-yard loss on the play. And now it's up a 3rd and long now. This will be the first time that Brandon's been in a 3rd and long situation. Rocky Lucian's number 17, Kyle Kelly 18, Chris Bolig is number 19. Jamie Peterson is 20. These were the Rutland rosters. And again, I'll go through this at halftime again for you. Full house backfield. Look at that backfield. 3 big guys all back there for Brandon. Yeah, and they're just going to go up the gut, and they're going to be stopped short. Going to be about, you look right down, see the yard marker in the background, and where he is, he's got about 3 yards to go. So this will be a 4th and 3. And I think they're going to go for it. We're in the opening quarter of play. And again at halftime, and maybe between quarters even, I'll read the rosters for you again. I'd like to thank both sides for getting me the rosters. Mrs. Mullen, Mike's wife, able to get a roster. I think Debbie Kelly actually printed it out and then she chased it down for me. Mrs. Mullen did. Then Mrs. Poirier able to print out a beautiful roster. Nice big font so I can read it with these old eyes. And here, yeah, they're going for it. First 4th down play of the game, and we'll get in tight and watch the contact here. It's Nate Fitzgerald, and he is going to, oh, I think he's got it. I think he's got it. See the yard marker across? Look where he's lined up. It's going to be so close. And they're going to look across. I think they're going to say first down. No, John's going to call for they're going to bring out the chains, I believe. So John McKernan, the official, and he's walking over, and we'll have our first close play right here. And this would keep the drive alive. They have the 4th down play. They needed 3 yards, and they picked up, if they picked up 3, it might be 3 yards and an inch, but we'll have a good view of it, that's for sure, when they bring the chains out. We're in the opening drive of the ball game. Brandon, the rec squad, in the dark blue uniforms, white helmets, and the Rutland Rec Pride gold out there with those bright gold uniforms. And oh, that chain's growing. They're just going to be shy, about a football length shy. And now ball will go over now to the Rutland Rec Pride gold team offensively. So you could see it, best seat in the house, I tell you right here. You stick tuned. PEGTV's website is www.pegtv.com. Phone number is 747-0151. And they're located at Building 24 in the House Center. And also every Saturday at 4 o'clock, Tom Leipold, the program director, plays the games of the week. He starts them at 4 and just plays them all the way through, all night, all the next day. And so that's every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. You'll see the games of the week, no matter who, me or whoever brings them in. But it'll be the offense now coming out for Rutland. They'll have at quarterback Nick Leonard, number 7. So Nick Leonard, the quarterback, and I watched him in practice. He threw some beautiful passes out there, and I love this spot right here, right down the line of scrimmage. And they're going to start out with a pitch play to Tyler Hijack, and he's going to Trey Hijack, I'm sorry, and he's going to be awful close to the first down. He's going to take a gang of tacklers to bring him down, and I can hear the pads popping over here. So Trey Hijack. You remember him from the basketball squad, from Jack Rogers' team, the Bandits, the AAU team. So, again, multiple talent. And Trey Hijack with the pitch back from Leonard, and they'll run the sweep. And he got held up to about 8.5 yards. So they're going to be about 1.5 yards here on this 2nd down play. Getting the time kept right on the field by the refs out there, the officials. So each team is starting to seem like this could be an offensive game here. Brandon moved the ball down the field very well. Just came up a tad bit shy on a 4th down play. And this is for a first down. He's going to have it and more. He's going to break to the outside, turn the speed on, be brought out of bounds on a big tackle by Fitzgerald and Shu. And that was an excellent run there. You can see the running back getting up. Okay, it's Jamie Peterson, number 20, who had a burst of speed, got through the hole, nice initial block, and then just read it and cut outside on the play. And that'll be the first down right there, and they'll put the ball down in the red zone, actually, down in scoring territory. As they're stretching and changing, I'm just trying to get a beat on where it is. I would say it's at the 11-yard line. And you're watching Rec Football Community Television, and got a good one lined up here today. So Leonard. They give it to the second back through, and they'll hit Hijack, and well, again, he's able to snake and coil and spring forward, and that's good positive yardage picked up on the first down carry. He will have, looks like 5 yards when they get all said and done. You see the yard marker on the other side of the field right there, and there's where he ran to, and there's where he's got to get to for a first down. So I'll tell you, I got a good point for audio down here. They are hitting hard out there. Now, this should be my 2nd game for Coach Shortle, and I think that's it for his season. But I always try to hook up with Jim and do 2-3 of his games. But you can see tomorrow's high school football players today in the rec league. He's going to roll. He's going to roll. He's got pressure. He's going to turn the corner. He got outside the containment, and he's going to cut inside. Got hit high, and yeah, he's going to have a first and goal. He's going to be, I'm just thinking yardage there, trying to find that pylon. Well, I'll have to wait till they clear, but he's got to be inside the 5-yard line. And a good instinct, good reaction right there is they're able to, he rolled, he sprinted. There was good coverage in the secondary, but then he got outside the containment and was able to roll down. Yeah, he's going to be awful close to about what would be the equivalent of the 5-yard line here. See Peterson and Hijack in the backfield, joined by number 12, Sadie. So they've got a lot of offensive weapons out there right now. Leonard, the quarterback, number 7. The pitch play back, Hijack cuts inside, going to be in the end zone. I'm looking. The down. You see Johnny saying he was down. John McKernan, the official, saying he was down when the ball popped free. And he was held up just short of the end zone. So Rutland inside that red zone is going to have a, well, they haven't moved the yardage markers on the other side. They're still saying 5 yards. Wow. So not quite as much yardage as I thought. He went more sideways. He went forward. Leonard is the quarterback, number 7. Peterson is, well, right now he's at the fullback spot. He's going to just look at the hole they had to run through. Look at the hole he had to run through. I'm looking. The officials haven't indicated touchdown yet. The quarterback has, but yeah, you see him waving it clean. And I tell you, he's got to be just inches shy. The quarterback, Leonard, signaled touchdown, but the officials didn't, and it'll be a 3rd and, no, he actually picked a 1st and goal from the 1-foot line is where it is on the sideline. So they got 4 chances right here from the 1-foot line to get in and get the game's first score. And it's going to be Leonard, and Leonard will break 1 tackle and roll forward, and I don't think, no indication he's been stopped short. There's good push up the field by Brandon right there. I believe it came from number 28 for Brandon, Jesse Shue, who got there and really stopped the play from having any momentum going forward. So this will be a 2nd and goal, and they put it right where it was before, right at the 1-foot mark. So Brandon trying to make a goal line stand right now. Again in the backfield too also is Patrick Sadie, number 12. And they just punched it up with Peterson, touchdown. Game's first score will go to Rutland Rec Pride Gold, and Peterson will get it. And it was just a straight handoff right up the old gut, right behind the center. They went behind, and of course the center's number 34, Matt Hadley. So it'll be 6-0 Rutland right now. And of course, like I said, there is no kicking. You don't come out and they won't kick the extra point. They go for the 2-point conversion. They want the far hash mark. That's what they marked it. And Hadley will get up over center, number 34 out there. And Nick Leonard and his crew, good offensive line work too down the field by his big offensive line out there. Leonard rolling, and he thought about pitching. It didn't happen, and he will be brought down. It'll be 6-0 Rutland on their opening possession. They got the ball and went down the field and did it, I think mainly, yeah, it was all on the ground. There wasn't a pass play involved there, so they'll have a 6-0 lead over the Brandon Rec squad. Yeah, and I just wanted to get set so when they mark the ball, I need to mark my score here. So 6-0 Brandon, that touchdown coming late in the first quarter. Each team had long possessions. So good job right there. And Brandon, don't forget, when they had the ball offensively, they were able to move down probably the equivalent of going between the 20s and just did miss it on a 4th down play. So now Brandon in those dark blue uniforms will come out. They'll have Owen at quarterback, number 11. Justin Owen. Of course, he started up at Otter Valley in the game that we did against the Rutland Rec Red team. And boy, that's a tight formation. And Shue's got a lot of field on his side, and he'll make that last step around, and he's got a lot of turf to work with. Just steps out of bounds after a 1st down, a big gain. Yeah, I'll tell you what, he made a little juke moves to the inside, and the defensive player bought it, and then he just exploded. He's got good size to him, too. Lance Shue out there, number 24, with a big run. 1st down, I'm trying to think, that was probably close to 18 to 20 yards on the run. And he got outside that containment. Now, what was that little head fake, little shoulder fake he did. And again, Brandon, they moved the ball well offensively in that first drive they had. This is their second offensive possession. 6-0 Rutland in the yellow uniforms on the defense. Brandon on the offensive line right now in the dark blue. And they're going to try to run Fitzgerald around the end on the opposite side. He got the wide side, he got the corner, and he's got a lot more. Nate Fitzgerald's going to stay on his feet, and he's going to get hammered down on the ground at that point. But another big run, 5, 10, 15, another 18-yard gain, this time by Fitzgerald. They've done it getting on the outside, being able to sweep. And this is a good-looking drive by Brandon. 2 plays, and they've gone 36 yards down the field. And they are, I'm going to call just shy of the red zone, just shy of the red zone. A lot of speed out there. And, yeah, I think that was the quarter maybe, because they're leaving the field and the official coming back over, he's going to mark the ball. Okay, so that is the end of the first quarter. 6-0 Rutland Rec Pride Gold with the lead, but Brandon on the march right now. And I'll come back up early and I'll get the roster right here. Field again, there's a breeze blowing from south to north, but it hasn't affected play because each team's just got it done on the ground here. And Brandon in the middle of a good drive. Owen will be under center. He is the quarterback, and he will take the snap. And there was a 1 screen pass, and they're going to try a little trickery. Shoe will not get away from Holscher, and there's a fumble on the play, and the ball pops free. And we got all kinds of actions. That's not a flag, it's a marker that was thrown in there. And I think Rutland says they've come up with the ball. And what a bad break for Brandon. They had a nice drive going. It's a turnover. And what it was, they threw, almost that was a backwards pass, and then they tried to hand it off and come back across the green and catch the defense over-committing to that far side. But the ball popped out of Shue's hands, and it's a turnover. And that's the game's first turnover. And now they'll bring Leonard and the offense back out there for Rutland. And they have number 11 coming out onto the field. Just getting out there now, Patrick Fenning. So Fenning, 11, coming out a little bit late. And a nice job of just stripping the ball on the tackle. And if I had to pick a spot, I'd say it's probably the equivalent of the, I'd say 30-yard line, where they're going to have the ball offensively. So Nick Leonard, number 7, the quarterback. Again, they got it done on the ground on that scoring drive. They're up 6-0. We're in the second quarter play, and they're going to pitch it to this side, and he's trying to get the corner. He's got this, you see, hijack. And you see how rough and tumble it is. This is real football, yeah. That was Peterson right there, but he was following his other running back, Trey Hijack, and he was doing some nice blocking up there, and they were able to pick up some good yardage on first down. Actually, they were able to pick up a first down, and again, each team right now is showing you the ability, wanting to go outside and be able to get outside. That's where they've had success, both Brandon and Rutland, in running the ball. Has been on these, whether it's a design sweep or it just gets kicked out there because the inside hole's blocked up. Brandon and Rutland, the rec squads. Good football. Tomorrow's high school football players today on Munger Vision. And don't forget the games of the week start at 4 o'clock every Saturday. And here's the pass, and he's got him open, he's got a cut, and you're never going to get him. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. Bite my tongue. What a pass and what a reception. That's Holscher with the reception, and it's a big play. Big catch, and then the perfect pass from Leonard, and they're in the red zone getting set here to run the I formation. He brought Holscher out to catch his breath. Yep. I'm sorry, I had to kill a bee that's flying around my camera, my helmet here in my head. No need to get stung on air. I killed the bee, and we're set to go on this next play as Rutland with the gold uniforms on the offense here. And their first pass play was a monster pass play. And they'll go I formation now. Offsides, yep. They changed the cadence on the snap count. That drew the Brandon defense offside. And excuse me, a tickle in my throat. A lot of talking. Always a lot of talking. So they'll pick the flag up and they'll move the ball. Should go, well, I'm assuming it's on the defense. I might be wrong here. Now they're talking to Coach Shortle, so this should move the ball forward. Yeah, there they go. 4, 5, yeah. So they'll move the ball 4 or 5 yards. Down will remain the same, second down. You can see out there defensively, Kiki Fry, number 56, right in the center of the line. He's got Cody Randall on his left, Shoe on his right, and Lance Shoe. And then 65 out there is Bruce Poirier. And that is the line. Also on the defensive end, they have number 28, Jesse Shoe. So again, a couple of shoes out there. And they're going to hear a lot of whistles blowing. I'm not sure why they stopped play. But they're going to have a chat. The refs are going to get together, have a talk, and they stopped the play. And Rutland came up to the line of scrimmage, was set to snap the ball. And remember last week at Menard Valley, you kept sniffing because it was cold? Oh, it's beautiful out today. It's got to be almost 70 degrees. Can't believe this. And while they're talking, I don't know, let me give you the panoramic view of the foliage season here. Still looks pretty nice, especially that shot right there. Look at that. Awesome. Great setting for football. We're at Northeast Field, Munger Vision, PEGTV Channel 15. The website is www.pegtv.com. And now they got the Brandon coach coming out. Coach Shortle talking with the officials. The Brandon head coach out there talking to the officials. And I really don't know what. They marked the penalty off. And well, just recap. Brandon had 2 good drives going. The first one ended on a 4th down play. They tried to convert it and came up literally inches short of making a first down. Their second drive, they're moving the ball very well, but then they ended up on having a fumble created, and they lost the fumble. Rutland with a touchdown run by Peterson. And now they're on the move again. That big pass play reception from their quarterback, number 7, Nick Leonard, to Holshier, to Hayden Holshier, number 16, and then the penalty, and now this discussion. And to be extremely truthful with you, I don't have a clue what they're talking about. But a lot of chatting going on. Well, I'll tell you again, it's Aaron Kane for Brandon, where's number 2. Number 3 is Alec Case. Number 4, Nate Fitzgerald. Gabe LeBerge is 31. Number 11 is Justin Owing. Seth Ryder is number 12. 16, Ryan Smith. Brett Patterson, number 17. 19 is Derek Bagley. Lance Shoe, 24. Jacob Pillen is number 25. Zach Audette, 26. 28 is Jesse Shoe. And actually, the coaches get enough airtime. There we go. That's the Brandon squad we're talking about. Rob Field is number 9. Brooke Coles, number 51. 55, Cody Randall. Kiki Fry, 56. Brad Grace is number 57. 65, Bruce Poirier. James Greeno, 67. Nate Mann, 68. Brady Cook, 70. 71, Dylan Bowen. Zach Field is 78. And wherever it is, they've corrected it and we're set to go. So again, Rutland with a 2nd down in the red zone, leading 6-0. And I don't think I'll be able to talk to Jim at halftime, see what that whole discussion was about. Maybe John will come over, the official, and maybe I'll ask him. But they're going to sprint, they're going to roll, he's going to throw, and he's going to have 6 points. Got it down there and got it right in the hands. Beautiful pass, left open for the score. And I'm just looking for a jersey number 18. Kyle Kelly got the score, got the touchdown. Short-handed Kelly out there, and he made the catch. Now it was Mrs. Kelly, Debbie Kelly, that they told me printed up the rosters for the use today. And of course, I'd like to say hi to Kyle's grandfather, Mickey Kelly. Great guy. He's the guy that helps take care of that St. Peter's Field down there for Legion ball and baseball and football, and does such a great job. And is always busy helping out. So it's 12-0 now. Rutland with the lead. They're going for the 2-point conversion. Remember, they missed the 2-point conversion early, and they're coming back to hijack. It's a halfback pitch option, and it wasn't open. He runs, and oh, what a hit! And he didn't make it. It's going to stay 12-0 Rutland. So that's 2 times now they weren't able to convert on a 2-point conversion. Oh, I'll tell you what, though, what a hit. It looked like they wanted him to pitch out to him, and then he wanted to throw the ball down the field, and it just was covered. Oh, I wish I got that. The referee almost got hit with the ball. Maybe later. So let me mark this down in my, because we don't have a scoreboard. I got to mark down the. So it's 12-0 Rutland. Peterson with the running touchdown. And then Kyle Kelly with the reception on the pass touchdown. So that's where we stand, 12-0 Rutland. Brandon will come back out. Now offensively, Brandon's done very well. They had the fumble that hurt them, of course, turnovers. Other than that, they've been able to move the ball. They've thrown a couple screen passes. They've also had that razzle-dazzle play that became a turnover. And oh, we got flags. got flags. And we'll see what the call is. Flag came from the back judge on this play. Yeah, and they're looking around, and I think it's going to go against Brandon. So, got a motion penalty. Somebody was in motion. Somebody came up out of the stance, and it'll move them back. Should be 5 yards. We're in the second quarter of play. It's 12-0 Rutland. The Rec Gold team. You saw the Rec Red team last week up at Otter Valley against these Brandon Rec players on the field right now, and they're going to stay with the same place. They have both shoes in the backfield. Jesse's 28, Lance is number 24, and they ran the ball very well. Owen is the quarterback, and he'll bark it out. And yeah, they gave it on a counter. They come across, and he's again going to have good yardage on the outside, and his knee was down. That was number 28, Jesse's shoe. And they're going to spot it. Would be the equivalent of midfield. Yeah, and it's going to be second and, because remember the penalty, he picked up 10 yards on the play. They only need 5 yards for the first down. And Brandon in those dark blue uniforms getting set. Again, hope you've enjoyed the Rec football action. I only did 2 games this year. But it's so much fun to watch this age group. They're so disciplined. They're so into it. They listen to the coaches. They execute well. Full house backfield right now. Now it's a pleasure to watch the Rec football. Oh, and he just Fitzgerald dropped the ball, and he went back and picked it up, and he got flung down. But the good thing was he got the ball back. Like I said, the field is a little soggy out there from the rains last night. And they're going to have a 3rd and 11. But both fumbles just kind of squirted out of the guy's hands out there, so the ball could be very slick from the wet surface. And that play looked like it had an opening too if he got by that last guy. Yeah, they got a chance. They can do 2 downs if they want. There is no punting, but if you don't make it here, and it's quite a bit of distance, they're in a good spot on the field. They're at the 50-yard line, so I don't know if they would go for it or not on 4th down, but be irrelevant if they can pick up some good yardage here. So Owen under center, number 11, Justin Owen. Oh boy, you could see movement everywhere. 29 came up for Rutland. It was Mike McCarroll, I'm sorry. Oh, we're going to have another discussion, and yeah, it'll be on the defense. It'll be 5 yards back, so it'll be a 3rd and almost 6 yards now for Brandon, so that helped him out quite a bit. That could actually change the play call here for the Brandon Rec squad. I'd like to thank everybody who helped out at Outer Valley and down here at Northeast Field with a platform to shoot from, the rosters, the pronunciations of some of the names, and Aaron Kane wide out on his side. They've got him very wide. They've spread the field. There's a single setback, and that's not going to be enough for a first down. It's going to make it 3rd and very, very short as Rutland went off sides again. That's Mike McCarroll again, number 29, yeah. And there's Johnny with the call. And actually, they're going to give it a first down. Okay, so that'll be first down on penalties. Back-to-back defensive penalties, and that'll be a first down for Brandon. So see if Brandon can capitalize on that and take advantage of it here. Tell you what, they moved the ball for the penalty, and the center turned around, and basically they were 20 yards from the ball. They had to sprint up, and they've got they got an I formation, and they have a slot back also. So that's quite a unique lineup they have in the backfield right now. When they give it to the first guy, threw Shoe with the hit, and it was number 7 coming up. That's Leonard, who was there defensively. He came up and see him looking around because he actually had the blow delivered to him. Shoe lowered the shoulder and just hammered him, and that's going to be a good pickup of 8 yards on first down. Makes it 2nd and 2. And right now, like I said, Brandon's had no real problem moving the ball. They've had a couple turnovers I've heard them, but on a sunny day at Northeast Field, Brandon down 12-0 right now, but they're trying to do something about that. Same lineup too. You can see the alignment in the backfield. Oh, nice hesitation. Let the hole open up. He'll go forward, and I think he's got the first down. Yeah, it's going to be. They'll stop the clock. They'll take a look at the sideline, and first down is the call. And I got a feeling they could probably have to be within about 2 minutes of halftime, and then nobody's used their timeouts yet. So Brandon will have the full. Yeah, the official just told him 2:20. So yeah, we will see if they start using their timeouts now. They're driving. They've been driving again. They've been good between the 20s, but they can't get it in the end zone right now. Okay, you can see that they're going with that same formation that's been very successful on this drive for them. They'll go to Shoe, and the pursuit overran him, and he'll stiff arm him and get open. He's going to go down the sideline and big gain, and he did it with a stiff arm and a half. And that opened it up. That's going to be a first down. They'll move the chains, and they'll be just outside the red zone. So again, Brandon looking for a late score here in the second quarter, and then see if they can come out and get rolling. Hijack coming in defensively. Number 21, Trey Hijack coming in. Peterson coming in, number 20, also defensively for the Rutland Rec squad. And again, Brandon marching down the field, and they've kept it really simple this time. They've played no razzle-dazzles. They haven't thrown any passes, no double handoffs, reverse. Shoe had to grab the pitch. He's looking to cut inside. Hijack delivered it, bounced off him. You see how many gold jersey it takes to bring down Shoe. Those are big shoes out there. And that's going to be Lance Shoe, number 24, getting up. And yeah, he would have lost a couple of yards on that play. But really, it's the timing of where we are in the quarter. As they get set to call the play, come out. They've yet to use a timeout, so that's okay. Both teams are actually set. They have their full complement of timeouts here in the second quarter play. Rutland with a first quarter touchdown on a run by Peterson, and then a touchdown pass from Leonard to Kelly for their second score. That's Fitzgerald in motion. Let's see if they bring the ball back to that side. Yeah. And it's a completion, and right on top of them after the catch, they'll be back to the original line of scrimmage. Peterson was there for the tackle, along with Holscher, numbers 20 and 16 for Rutland. And again, this will bring up I'm looking for a yard marker, third down and just a little over 10 yards. But again, you got to figure they're in territory now where they would go for it on 2 downs. Been a good first half of football. Both teams. Again, they don't have a score yet, but Brandon's moved the ball, Rutland's moved the ball, and that's what you like to see. I mean, I appreciate defense, believe me, and big hits and all that stuff, but I like to see them going up and down the field. So on a third down play, we'll see what they come up with. They've tried a couple screen passes today also, and that's worked well for them. They're going to roll, pressure coming. Owen, he's going to cut back, and he's being pursued, and they're going to drag him down for a big loss. That was number 22 for Rutland. They got in there, David Cohen. And Cohen with the big play. I mean, he came from the safety spot all the way down, and they're going to hand the ball, or timeout called by Rutland. And what Coach Shortle's doing is trying to conserve his time here. He's got the ball back. I believe they just said 30 seconds left in the half. And they want to... Now they're still defensive. Okay, that's what I thought. Brandon's going to go for it on fourth down. There's only 30 seconds left in the half. Coach Shortle calling timeout in case they don't make it, so he'll still have time on the clock for at least a couple plays. And they'll come on. Again, that was Cohen that came and made the big sack on Owen. Again, remember those names. These are guys that are going to be playing high school ball pretty soon. You'll be watching them. It's up, and it's almost picked off. Oh, he's looking for Fitzgerald, who took it long. He never broke the pattern off, and the quarterback threw it short. And I'll tell you what, if Leonard intercepts that, Leonard's going the other way for 6 points. Now it'll become Rutland ball, and the clock will stop on the incompleted pass. So, now, like I said, in the pregame, I was out there with Coach Shortle watching his team get set, get warmed up, and Leonard throwing some beautiful passes, deep balls to Holscher. So you don't know what Coach Shortle will pull out of his hat here. Of course, Jim does a nice job with the Rutland Rec program, and for the dedication by both sides here and the coaching staffs on both teams. Unless you've coached youth sports and it's a volunteer gig, you don't know how much family time and personal time you give up for all this. Well, right now it's a real tight formation, like they're going to run the ball, but we'll see. Could be a play action pass and they try to take it long. Yeah, they're going to sprint Leonard out, and they'll break free of the containment, and he's going to take it down the sideline, 5, 10, 15, 20, and he's still going, rolls forward, goes out of bounds. They're going to stop at the 25-yard line on a broken play. Timeout called by Rutland. Yeah, that was designed to be a sprint out pass, but of course the other portion of those sprint out passes is it gives the quarterback the option that if the field's open ahead of him to tuck the ball down and run, and also if there's coverage to take the ball and run. So I love those sprint out passes. You don't see enough of that at any level, but especially at the high school level. So it's going to be the second timeout called by Rutland. They're just going right to the play. What they want to do is just kill the clock and get things going here offensively. Late in the quarter, Rutland up by 12 right now over Brandon. Brandon needing to make a big stop here, come up with a turnover. They played very well in the first half, but they don't want to go down those 3 scores. They want to keep it right where it is. Leonard cocked the gun but didn't shoot, and he's going to get outside the containment again. And boy, somebody on that side with a big block. 32 laid out a big block for Rutland. That was Dalton Mitchell. Of course, you might remember Dalton from the AAU basketball team, the Bandits, but he put on quite a hit over there, and it was impressive. He's a big guy to begin with, and now let's see if that was the quarter. That was the quarter. We're going to have it end at the half here, going into halftime, 12-0 Rutland. They had a touchdown run in the first quarter, a touchdown pass in the second quarter, and when I come back up, I'll read the team's rosters for you. You can see that's the Brandon squad. They're still huddled in the corner of the end zone as they're getting set to just about come out after halftime. They're down 12-0, but again, offensively, they move the ball extremely well. A couple turnovers hurt them and things like that, but I'll let them get positioned here, and then I'll read the roster to you. Again, thanks, Mrs. Boyer, very much for bringing a roster for me for the Brandon squad to have, and so I can use it. And they have Aaron Kane, number 2, Alec Case, number 3, Nate Fitzgerald's 4, 31's Gabe LeBerge. Number 11 is Justin Owen, Seth Ryder 12, Ryan Smith 16, and I just want to widen the shot out a sec here. There we go. Brett Patterson 17, Derek Bagley 19, 24 is Lance Shue, 25 is Jacob Pillen, 26 is Zach Audette, 28 Jesse Shue, number 9 is Rob Field, and number 51 Brooks Cole, Cody Randall 55, 56 Kiki Fry, 57 Brad Grace, Bruce Poirier 65, James Greeno 67, Nate Mann 68, Brady Cook 70, 71 Dylan Bowen, and Zach Field 78. Now we'll take a glance down. I have the Rutland Rec Gold squad right here below me, right in front of me. I'm on the sideline on this side. And you have Preston Hubbard, number 1. Tyler Guth is number 2. Number 3 is Daniel Schollenbacher. Number 4 is Luke Mullen. Eli Rogers is 5. Nick Leonard 7. TJ Kinney is number 8. Cody McCormick is number 10. Patrick Fenning, number 11. Patrick Sadie, number 12. Taylor Davin is number 14. Lucas Medlin is 15. Hayden Holshier 16. Rocky Lucian, that's a great name. Rocky Lucian, number 17. Kyle Kelly 18. He's got a touchdown catch today. Number 19, Chris Bullock. Jamie Peterson 20. Trey Hijek 21. Peterson has a touchdown run also today. David Cohen 22. Jonah Bissell 23. Drew Drake 24. Robbie Parker 25. I just want to reset the camera. Ian Sargent is 26. Joe Sullivan, 27. Evan House is 28. Mike Carroll, 29. David Bartlett, 30. Matt Hawk is 31. Dalton Mitchell, 32. Nate Gilman is 33. Matt Hadley, 34. And Cameron Kennedy, 35. And you'll see the captains heading out to midfield. They'll just reestablish, who's going to have the ball to open this second half of play up. 12-0. A game that's not as far apart as the score. It's only 2 scores, actually. It's not that far apart, but Brandon took the opening offensive drive of the game, went to the 20-yard line, and they went for it on 4th and 3, came up literally inches short of getting the first down. Rutland with a next possession, able to move the ball down. They had a touchdown run by Peterson. Brandon put together another couple long runs, and then they had a turnover, fumble, and Rutland able to take that. The big play on that was the long pass play from the quarterback Leonard to Holshier, and that set up Kyle Kelly's touchdown catch. And Brandon, you see, will be on defense first. Rutland will be having the ball first offensively. And yeah, I'll just be quiet so you can hear all the chatter and all the sideline noise, just like being at an NFL game. These are your future stars right here on Munger Vision. Tell you, don't get a better seat in the house than right here behind the eyepiece, the viewfinder of my camera. Yeah, and they'll come out and they're going to have Leonard at the quarterback, still number 7 right there. He went the whole first half, but Blight did a nice job. Like I said, he had the one big reception of over 30 yards to Holscher, and Coach Shortle and Hull. Again, it's an instructional league, so the coaches stay around the field, both offensively and defensively. Mike Mullen goes out when the defense goes out for Rutland, and he handles that end of it. So we start the third quarter of play. And again, the wind been a non-factor today. It's just a pleasant breeze. That's all it is. Okay, so I had to mark down my new score sheet, and we're all set. Now I'll find them. Yeah, they'll say, somebody will turn it on, and I hear the audio, and go, what's that guy taping? Been a pleasure to be able to bring you a couple of rec games this year. If I'm still around next year, I'll do it again. Hijack, picking his holes, and nice reaction. Somebody made up some space. That's shoe 24 that came over. Good hijack. Look like he's going to be a big gainer. And shoe number 24, who's done it offensively and defensively, that's Lance Shoe. Able to get out there and keep it down to just a 5-yard gain. 4-yard gain will go. And they'll change up some defense now for Brandon. Subs coming in. And James Greeno coming in. He'll replace number 78, Zach Field. Rutland all that huddle quick at the line of scrimmage. And yep. Somebody didn't know the snap count. That's going to definitely be on the offensive Rutland. That should move them back 5 yards. There's the call. And they'll move them back. Yeah, everybody kind of went in motion. Both backs, and the line came up. So you kind of take a wink at the quarterback on that one. But again, you've seen good technique out here, and good play calling, good sportsmanship, and really both coaching staffs do a good job, very good job, getting their teams prepared. A lot of time goes into it on the parents' side, as well as the players, and then the coaches, and boy, it just really does a nice job, both programs. That's going to be the hijack. That's a fumble in the backfield. He's going to pick it up and loop around and be brought down for a loss in the backfield, so that'll be another loss of about 6 yards on the play. As you can see, Fitzgerald, number 4 in there, along with number 2 defensively, that's Kane. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Patterson also 17 in there for Brandon. So Rutland with the penalties and then that fumble have a 3rd and almost 15 yards to go here. This is the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. And boy, if Brandon can hold here, they'll get the ball back in good field position. And they'll go I formation now, and Leonard, the quarterback, will be under Hadley, the center, and they're just going to run right up the gut, nothing fancy. All good contact, almost the first down. I think it's going to put him in position where Coach Shortle will go for it on 4th down. That was just right up the middle, just a handoff, dive, rip the 0 hole. Yeah, they're going to go 4th and 2 and see what they come up with. They've got a good line up front that's blocked well, opened some holes up. They've had a lot of speed, so they can turn the corner and get outside. They've been able to get outside. Both teams have been able to get outside on sweeps, and here we are right down the line of scrimmage. That is it right there, mano on mano. And it's going to be a 1st down more. Breaks the tackle, keeps going to the outside. Now it's just a race to the end zone, and he's going to be down and just short of a touchdown. That is motoring. He went through the initial hole, the block was there, and then he cut to the outside and turned on those set of wheels and went from a 4th and 2 to a 1st and goal for Rutland. And that was some of the plays right there. It was one of the several plays we were practicing in the pregame warm-up that was running so successful. And Coach Sherrill telling him, once you get through the hole, kick it to the outside, and that's exactly what Trey did right there. Now again, so Brandon need a turnover here, a defensive stop, but they got to really start looking. It's 12-0 right now. Rutland threatening with a 1st and goal situation. Leonard under center. Hadley with the snap, and this will be a pass play. Pressure from Kiki Fry. He got away from him, got away from Shoe in the throw, and did Kelly come up with that? Oh, great effort. He just totally went. That's Holscher for 16. Holscher went straight out like Superman flying through the air. Almost came up with the catch, and it'll be still a 2nd and goal for Rutland now. The pressure came from Kiki Fry and Shoe for Brandon in the backfield, and that kind of put him on the run, the quarterback Leonard, and it's just too much of a lead on the ball. That's all it was. They brought Holscher across the field, and There's a flag. I missed it. Oh, Jim says holding, so there'll be a holding call on the play. Now we'll move him back. Well, they put him back 10 yards on that play. Wow. Yeah, so I missed the flag. It was in a pile of bodies. So here we go with 2nd and goal, but from quite a bit further out now. So you can tell from the other plays, though, that with those running backs they have. And they went right back, same play up the middle. And look at the breaking of the tackles going forward. And he got back all that yardage. Trey hijacked it right there at 21 that the penalty just took away from him. Again, that's sliding right off the left butt cheek of Hadley, the center. And boy, I tell you, Hadley 34 doing quite a job of blocking out there, along with the rest of the linemen. So we're looking at 2nd and goal now for Rutland. See, when you have that kind of offensive power, you can overcome penalties. Peterson in the backfield, number 20. He's already got 1 touchdown run today for Rutland. They're going to sprint him out. Leonard will set it up, let it fly, and touchdown Kelly with his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. And Kyle Kelly will make it 18-0 Rutland. And again, nice touch on the ball from Leonard. He didn't have to zing it in there or make it a iffy catch. He just laid it up softly, and Kelly with those good hands made the grab, and it'll go 18 now. Rutland looking for their first successful 2-point conversion of the afternoon. And again, you can catch all the games of the week starting Saturday at 4 o'clock on PEGTV Channel 15. And whoever hands sports in that week, Tom Leipold, the program director, will start playing them and just let them run starting at 4 o'clock Saturday. Patrick Sadie in the backfield. This is going to be another sprint. Fakes, pulls it down, looks, fires, and dropped. Oh, so they'll be up 18-0 right now. There's good pressure being applied by shoe number 28, Jesse Shoe, for Brandon. Now it's really time for Brandon to not just put a good plays together or between the 20-yard lines. They've got to finish a drive off here. They're down 18 in the 3rd quarter. So if you let me catch up to my scorecard, there we go. So Kyle Kelly with a couple touchdown catches today for the Rutland Rec Gold Squad. And again, he's all business out there. So Justin Owen, select quarterback number 11, had a pretty good day out there. And again, they got that tight formation. They've got 1 wide on this side, which is Kane, number 2. And he'll break a tackle once and drag the defender forward, and he is going to, he's going to be close to first down. I'll have to wait to see where Johnny spots the ball. And it looks like, I'm waiting for the official to make the indication, it will be a first down. So a good pickup, first down by Shoe on that run. And again, Brandon has moved the ball, but again, the big words, they got to finish. Plenty of time left in this football game. We're in the 3rd quarter, and I would estimate probably just a little bit over the halfway point. Some trouble on the snap, and then he just barreled forward, and he will come down after picking up a couple yards. That'll be Shoe again, number 24, Lance Shoe. So they've got him between Jesse and Lance Shoe running the ball, and Fitzgerald also, number 4, has ran the ball well for Brandon. Rutland Rec Gold Squad on the defense with the 18-point lead. And again, you can see the technique's good. The heart's big. These kids have big hearts out here on both sides and love the game. And boy, are they coachable at this age. And again, you'll be watching play high school ball very shortly. This is 7th and 8th grade rec tackle. And a fumble on the snap. Owen will pick it up. He'll duck underneath one defender, and he got crunched. He got crunched. Yeah, he had a problem with the snap. It came up. He was able to recover it. And he'll lose a couple yards on the play, and I'll bring up a 3rd and 9 for Brandon. I could hear the pop, and I could feel the pop up here. I'll tell you, that was a good hit. He exposed his rib cage. He was thinking about still throwing the ball, and yeah, so 3rd and 9. Just depends probably on what they would pick up here, whether or not they would go for it again on 4th down. They've had a couple times today. They've tried it on 4th. Yeah, that's going to be on number 12 coming out. That's going to be Pat Sadie. I believe that went off sides. But we'll let the guys with the stripes make the actual call, and You know, that's going to change the play call, you'd imagine, because it shortens it up from a 3rd and 9. It should be a 3rd and 4. Yeah, so 3rd and 4 now. And that, not only if they didn't make it here, but you think that would definitely put them in 2-down territory now. And this is a good position where they've ran both shoes before, either Jesse or Lance. That's who's in the backfield right now for Brandon. Yeah, he moved on this side, yep. Cook, number 70, Brady Cook came up. Now, whether or not that's what they threw it on, but I think he came up out of his stance early. And yeah, that's what they're going to call. So they'll get back the 5 yards that they just got. And again, you see the coach right in the huddle. It's instructional league. Again, Brandon has thrown a couple screen passes today. That little breeze that was blowing's really died down now. So if they want to throw deep, this might not be a bad spot. And they're going to come across with the screen pass, and Holshier came up and met him and brought down Fitzgerald with a nice hit. He wrapped him up, and pretty much are calling no gain on the play. Yeah, and they're going to give, okay, so what they're doing, they're changing, this would be the equivalent of a punt, so it'll be the offense coming out for the Rutland Rec Gold team. We're in the 3rd quarter of play, and Rutland has scored a touchdown in the 1st quarter on a Peterson run, number 20, Jamie Peterson. And then in the 2nd quarter, Kyle Kelly with a touchdown reception, and Kyle Kelly again with a touchdown reception here in the 3rd quarter. And the quarterback's been Nick Leonard. He's gone the distance at the QB spot. Yeah, so Rutland with a chance here in the 3rd quarter to get another drive going as we're getting late in the 3rd quarter. And again, you're watching PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. Munger Vision bringing you the game, and again, the website for Channel 15 is www.pegtv.com. You see that defensive line out there with a shoe on each end, Jesse and Lance, 24 and 28. Kiki Fry, number 56 out there, 55 also out there is Cody Randall. And that looks like 68 Mans. But here we go, and they're going right here. Rutland's offense is looking into that brilliant sun and try a pitch play to the far side. Peterson will get the corner. Peterson outside 5, 10, and 15. Going to be brought down after a 15-yard gain. Now I'll call it a 13-yard gain as they'll spot the ball 3 yards beyond the 1st down marker. And again, each team has had a lot of good times running outside today. Of course, at this age level too, you got speed to burn. A great age level to cover the 7th, 8th grade stuff. Just like when I do the Glossic tournament, the 5th, 6th grade basketball stuff. This is a great age level to watch. And that's the quarter. And at the end of 3 quarters of play, or is it a timeout? Oh, we got a timeout. No quarter. Got a timeout called. Brandon calling the timeout. I am not sure if they didn't have enough people on the field or what the problem was, but they called timeout. That's their first time out of the 2nd half they've taken. And again, they have Aaron Kane, number 2, Alec Case, 3, Nate Fitzgerald, 4 for Brandon, number 31, Gabe LeBerge, 11 is Justin Owen, Seth Ryder, number 12, Ryan Smith, 16, Brett Patterson, 17, number 19 is Derek Bagley, Lance Shoes, number 24, 25, Jacob Pillen, 26, Zach Audette, Jesse Shoe, number 28, Rob Field is number 19, Brooks Cole is number 21, Cody Randall is 55, Kiki Fry is 56, and I'll have to find the camera. Here we go. 57 is Brad Grace, Bruce Poirier 65, James Greeno 67, Nate Mann 68, 70 Brady Cook, 71 Dylan Bowen, 78 Zach Field, and Rutland on the offense now after that Brandon timeout. Again, Nick Leonard at the quarterback position will pitch it to Trey Hijack, and look at the pursuit bust through the line. It's got to be a shoe, and it is number 24, Lance Shoe, and he shot the gap, came in untouched, showed you his speed, and hit him for a big loss of 6 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 16. And Dalton Mitchell being summoned into the ballgame, number 32 for Rutland, and he will take number 19 spot. That is Chris Boleg. Coach Shortle with the play call to his quarterback, who then goes in the huddle and relays that and makes the call. Fitzgerald back at the safety spot for Rutland, and he's going to get some business now. That's thrown deep, and Fitzgerald with the interception. They're looking for hole sheer wide, and isn't it strange? Oh, he was down. It's going to be Brandon ball. Yep. I could see what they were doing, and I knew they were going to throw down the middle. He was a single safety back there, and he just stayed with it, read the ball well, and made the interception. Nate Fitzgerald, number 4 for Brandon, with the pick and a turnover, and giving his team a chance here to get right back in the game with a score. Good defense by Fitzgerald. So Brandon on the offense, and again, I don't have a score board in front of me, but they've got to be awful low on time here in the third quarter. And I'm just waiting to see what they're going to come out, what formation they'll come out with. They've had, again, they've ran the ball well with the Shoe Boys and with Fitzgerald, but getting to the point now where they almost are at a junction of the game where they need to score on this drive. And they come back, oh yeah, and that was just well read. They brought Fitzgerald back from the split in position, and that was snuffed out, and he was thrown for a loss. And they're going to call a huddle, so they'll lose some yardage on that play and bring up a 2nd and long for Brandon. Again, I invite you to watch Sports Beat on Channel 15. It's my show. It's been on since November of 1995. It's on Mondays at 4:30, Tuesdays at 5:30, and Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. So Brandon again will come out, and they got 3 guys in the backfield, and they're going to go to Fitzgerald. They're going to let the Shoe Boys block. Fitzgerald will go forward and pick up almost 5 yards on the play and bring up a 2nd and 3rd and 9. 3rd down, 9 yards coming up for Brandon. As always, it's been a very entertaining game, very hard-fought game. And I'll tell you what, players play like they're playing in the Super Bowl. That's what's fun about watching them. And again, I think they get the 30 seconds in between the plays, but the coach right in there making the call. And Gabe LeBerge, 31, back in the ball game for Brandon. You see him right there on the end of the line. Yeah, we'll look down that line of scrimmage. We'll see him get helmet to helmet, and then you'll hear all the popping going on when they hit each other. Straight drop this time. Pressure coming late, and ooh, he was looking for Fitzgerald coming across, and the ball got tipped. 35 coming in the game for Rutland right now will be Cameron Kennedy. No, he'll come back out. He was heading in. He is going in. Okay. And so they're going to keep the offense on the field. It should be 4th down. They didn't change the marker on the far side, but they're keeping it 3rd. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So that's the quarter is what it is. Oh, okay. So the quarter's over. They'll switch ends of the field. Rutland up 18-0 over Brandon heading in the 4th quarter play. So we'll enter the final quarter play. If it does get tied up, they told me they do not play overtime. So this will be the final quarter play. We come in the 4th quarter, Rutland with a score in each of the first 3 quarters. That's where we set now at 18-0. But Brandon with a 4th down, going to go for it. They got a 4th and 10, we're going to call it. They'll bring Fitzgerald wide on his side, leave the Shoe Boys in the backfield as the only running backs. And they're going to run for it on, they tried to go up the gut on 4th down, and he's going to pick up just a couple yards, and the ball will go over now to the Rutland Rec squad. So I don't know if he was trying to throw a little change-up at him with a running play on 4th and 10 up the middle, but Rutland defensively stayed in their assigned areas and never left their lanes, and they were able to shut that down. And now the offense will come out, led by the quarterback, number 7, Nick Leonard. 30 also popping out there is Dave Bartlett offensively, and then 31 I can see out in that huddle. That's going to be Matt Hawk. To try to pick up some of the different numbers here. And they're talking to Cody McCormick, but they didn't send him in the ballgame, so maybe the next play he will come in. Yeah, now they're get things winding down. They'll break the huddle again. Rutland Rec gold in the gold uniforms, yellow uniforms. Very hard to miss them. And like I said, Leonard's gone the distance at the quarterback spot and done a very good job. Oh, look at that. He's breaking free and going to be stopped by Fitzgerald to hold on and ride him down. There he goes. Throw a saddle on him. He brought him down. Fitzgerald was the last guy standing between hijack and the end zone, and that's another big run. Tell you what, number 21 for Rutland, Trey Hijeks, had some tremendous runs. I got to see Trey, though, at basketball at the AAU tournament for the Bandits, and tell you what, he plays football just as good as he does basketball. Very talented young man, so that's going to be a first down right at midfield for the Rutland Rec Gold squad. And number 10, McCormick, did come into the ball game now. He's on the, see him in the slot back position on that far side with the I formation down the backfield. Leonard will give it to the first back through, and well, he's going forward, and he's going to pick up 5 tough yards. When he's all said and done and they get up from that pile, he moved that pile 5 yards back, and they'll make a second and a long 5, almost 4 yards he carried the ball for. But there was a lot of nothing there, and he was able to grind it out and keep the legs moving and go forward. And again, all through the month of November, you can watch the Really Big Show 12 on PEGTV channel 15. That's the fundraiser entertainment show, we call it talent show, for the United Way of Rutland County. Here's the pitch play, and they're coming with Peterson right at you. Peterson and Shue will bring him down. Yep, fumble caused. Yeah, the ground caused the fumble. That's going to be. That will not be Brandon's ball. It'll be Rutland's ball, and they'll blow the play dead. But I'll tell you what, Shue got in the backfield real quick, made the play. And if you're just joining us, this is the Brandon Rec squad in the blue taking on the Rutland Rec team in 7th, 8th grade tackle football action on Munger Vision. Number 15 also out there is Lucas Medlin for Rutland. He's got his back to you. He just came out and got into the huddle. I've read each team's roster several times. Hope you've heard enough of the names and you're okay with that. Got a lot of CSJ basketball coming up starting in November from the beautiful athletic complex down at College of St. Joseph's. So you'll have some college basketball on Channel 15 coming up very shortly. That's going to be fumbled, picked up, and he had time to recover it. Ducker needs a tackle. He's going to make positive yardage. Now there's another fumble, and I believe Brandon, yes, John says Brandon has it. And so McCormick is able to fumble once, pick the ball up, find a hole, make some positive yardage, and then fumble the second time, and Brandon recovers it, and they got a break. Now they can capitalize on it, take advantage of it. They'll have the ball near midfield. And they're going to bring Owen out. Number 11 at quarterback. He's gone full length at quarterback for the Brandon Rec squad. Yeah, so they'll huddle up now with their head coach. We're approaching the midway point of the 4th quarter of play with Rutland up 18-0 over Brandon. And again, just you couldn't ask for a better day on this late a date in October. I'm taping the game in my t-shirt. I mean, I've got shoes and socks and pants on too, but I don't have a jacket. I've got my t-shirt on. Who would have ever thought this late in October I'd be this warm outside? It would be this warm outside. Not I would be this warm outside, but it would be. And they're going to take it wide on that far side. And there's a sweep. Oh, a big hit. Oh, a big hit. That was Alec Case, number 3, getting his first carry of the game. He's a tough guy anyways. He turned the corner, lowered the shoulder, and there was quite a collision on that far side of the field. So Case moved it forward. Now, God, he got almost 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a second down and doable here for the Brandon squad. And again, offensively, you look at the stats at the end of the game, the yardage, I mean, they've got a respectable amount of yards, Brandon does. There was a couple turnovers and a couple untimely penalties, and that's what hurt them from getting in the end zone to this point in the game. Doesn't mean they're not going to get in the end zone yet. They fumbled the snap. Oh, his knee was down. Yeah, what happened? He picked the ball up and gave it to Shue, but Justin Owen had his knee down when he picked the ball up, and that kills the play. That's a dead play right there. And you see him mark the ball. So it becomes 3rd down, and actually lost a yard on that. Yeah, and they'll come out of the huddle now and try to regroup with 3rd down. A couple of chances to pick up the 7 yards they need. And again, they got a lot of people in that backfield, and they're going to just do a straight drop. They're going to throw the screen. That's actually, wow. That was pretty close to being a backward pass, which would have been a fumble, but they'll blow the play dead, and they'll bring up a 4th and 7, and I can't imagine them not going for it here. Down 18, over halfway through the 4th quarter. So they get set to come out, and they are going to go for it. So Alec Case in the backfield, along with Nate Fitzgerald and Shoe, number 24. That's Lance Shoe. And oh, nice job. With the barking, the changing of the cadence, they're able to draw the offside on Ian Sargent. So Sargent will give him back 5 yards. That'll make it 4th and should be 2. You see him mark it off. There's the call from Johnny, and they'll go forward. And tell you what, that's close enough to 2 yards. You can see the yard marker crossway and where the first down marker is. So 4th and 2 for Brandon, looking to keep the drive alive here in the 4th quarter of play. Jerry Munger bringing you this rec department tackle football game from Northeast Field, and it's been a dandy. We've seen some big time plays today. Shoe will break 1 tackle. They'll stretch him out wide, and Holscher will wrap him up and ride him down. See Holscher 16 getting up, and that ball will go over on downs now to Rutland. So the defense this time able to take that wide play away and get the ball back for the offense. You see Coach Mullen coming off with his defensive squad. They did a good job. Yeah, and we'll see who's going to be in the backfield for Coach Shortle. As they're up by 18 now over Brandon in the 4th quarter play. Then there's a whistle. They'll start the count, and 1st down and 10 for the Rutland Rec Gold Squad. Yeah, Coach Shortle needing another, he's calling out, yeah, he wants another player coming in for the next play. Get him ready on the sideline and get him in there. We'll look right down the line of scrimmage, and Leonard at the quarterback spot. He'll duck under Hadley, and boy, look at that beautiful shot you get. And they'll give it to the second back through, and they're going to bring him down for a loss. That was Shoe that brought down McCormick. Yeah, now Eli Rogers, number 5, coming in. Eli, quite the basketball player. Plays for his dad, Jack Rogers, on that Bandits AAU team, and he is a good basketball player. A loss of 5 on the play brings on a 2nd and 5, and Leonard coming out, so I would guess that would mean a new quarterback. When we break the huddle here, I'll be able to see it. Oh, Eli, okay, thanks. So Eli came in to be the quarterback. So Eli's coming, and he's in there now, and he'll take the first snap. And oh, different cadence. Yeah, he drew the defense offside. Flags flying everywhere, and I'm assuming he'll be on the defense, but he went that hut, and no, this actually could go on the offense. I'll wait and see what the officials. They make the big bucks. That's why we'll let them make the call here. And it's on the offense, so they'll move him back 5 yards. And it's tough. You change quarterbacks like that. They have a little different voice, a little different cadence, a little different snap count. And sometimes that works for you. It gets the defense offsides, and sometimes it throws your own guys off. So it happens. So on a 2nd and, well, we'll call it 20, Eli Rogers will come out, and again, he's got in the backfield McCormick and Sadie, and oh, yeah, he's down. He picked it up. It was a problem with the snap. It looked like it could have been an offsides, but no flags came out, and they're going to have a 4th down, I believe. Yeah, it's going to go to a, move them back another, not just a yard on that play. As we're nearing the end of the ball game, it's going to be getting late in the 4th quarter. It is 3rd down. I apologize for that. And Rutland's just trying to get the new backfield in sync with each other, and actually did a nice job, Brandon did. They rotated over and took away that. This time they couldn't go up the hole and cut to the outside, and there's a whistle blowing and bodies flying and dirt and grass stains everywhere, and now it's 4th down. You see Eli looking to Coach Shortle, Eli Rogers, and he'll get the play call, and they're going to punt. Okay, so they'll give Brandon back, as I was waiting to see on 4th down and very long. They'll go down and reset the ball. The defense will come back out for the Rutland Rec Gold team, and Brandon will come out with their offense. You see Coach Mullen right there coming out with the defensive squad, and I'm just waiting to see if Justin Owen coming out with his head coach will stay the quarterback for Brandon. And so move it back. There's no punting or kicking in this at this age level in this league, so they will march it off, switch into the field, and we'll have to wait and see who will come out and be the quarterback for Brandon. And again, PEGTV's website is www.pegtv.com. They're located at Building 24 in the House Center. Their phone number is 747-0151. And again, they play all the sports handed into them for the week. They start Saturday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And that's been designed by Tom Leipold, the program director for Channel 15. So on 1st and 10, it is Owen still at quarterback, and he'll bark it out, take the pitch, and Shue will fake left, come right up the middle, cut to the outside, stiff arm Holscher, and man, has he got some motivation going. He is moving forward, he's got momentum, and he's going to be gone. He is touchdown. I'm looking for flags, no flags, and there is a long, basically length of the field run by Lance Shue for Brandon's first score. I'll tell you what, he laid out a stiff arm on Holscher's helmet. I bet Holscher's ears are still ringing.
Offense, get ready.
Now 18-6 now, and Brandon going for their 2-point conversion. Whoops, sorry about that. Oh man, what a run. And there were people in his way. He just mowed around them. So again, it was a nice fake and a cutback against the grain. So Brandon with an 18-6 score now. And they'll line up for the 2-point conversion. You see Owen number 11. He's got Case number 3 in the backfield along with Fitzgerald. And there's got to be a Shue. There's Shue. They'll give it to Case, and he's going to go forward. And he's got it. 2-point conversion is good by Alec Case. He will convert. So 18-8 now to lead down to 10. And it's just been a good ball game. Good ball game to watch. Now, I'm going to be off the lens for a second. So I'll mark down the score. So 18-8 in the 4th quarter. And the Rutland Rat Gold going back to the field offensively. And Coach Shortle asked him for the time in the game, but I could not hear at this vantage point of how much time is left in the contest. But again, we've seen it all. Big runs, big hits, big tackles. Everybody executing on the line of scrimmage. The linemen doing their job. The tackling is very good. And just a lot of, you should really get behind these programs and get out there and support them. It's kind of late in the year this year, but next year, get out there and catch. If you like football and you go to the high school games, you love this. You come to this stuff. There's no admission. It's free. Bring a lawn chair, park out on the sideline. You get to see and hear and the popping and the tackling, and not much of a gain there as Brandon able to really stuff the run. And that was Peterson, number 20, that scored a touchdown today, and he was shut down on that play. And they actually call it no gain, call it 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run. Brandon yet to call a timeout here. And again, not that they'll get to this point in the game, but there is no overtime. If they ended up with a tie, that's the way you go home. And Leonard back under center. They had Rogers out for that last series at quarterback, and they brought Leonard back in, and he will take the snap, hand the ball off, and that's going to be wrapped up in big time tackle by Shue. Oh, I'll tell you what, Shue got in at number 24 and wrapped him up and tossed him down. That was Patrick Sadie, the running back for Rutland. That was abruptly met in the hole and rudely slammed down, and that's going to make it 3rd and call that no gain. Call it 3rd and 10 again here for Rutland. But again, Brandon not calling a timeout, so. And a big touchdown run by number 24, Lance Shue, for Brandon, getting him on the board here in the 4th quarter, 18-8. Oh, boy, Trey Ijack being dragged down by Kiki Fry, short of the first down, and that's the ball game. So Rutland will hold on for the win, 18-8 over Brandon. And again, good sportsmanship displayed by both sides. The fans, very good sportsmanship by the fans. And again, the final score, Rutland 18, Brandon 8. This has been Rec Football action brought to you on Munger Vision, PEGTV Channel 15. We'll take the line and the handshakes here, and just like to thank Coach Shortle and all the coaching staff for Brandon and all the parents that helped me out with the spotting and then also with the rosters. Get out there, support your student athletes. Take in a game like this next year. And whether you're in Brandon or down at Mill River, they have teams, or up here at Rutland. But a lot of fun. You see tomorrow's high school football players today on Munger Vision.